कहीं तेरे इख्तियार में, अब तो चलिया कोई करके तू बहाना, आगे मुझे सिखा दे प्यार तुझसे जताना। अब तो छोड़ना ठिकाना, मुझको साथ तेरे जाना, अब तो छोड़ना ठिकाना, मुझको साथ तेरे जाना।
Anthem's done. Afghanistan in the field again this evening, looking to restrict Pakistan to a total that they can chase down again. Amir Sohail a little alongside me. Two changes for both sides, Amir. Good evening to you. Pakistan must bounce back tonight.
Yeah, good evening to all. You know, these two changes make sense. Batting has been a struggle as far as the Pakistani team is concerned. So bringing back Iftikhar Ahmed not only strengthen the batting, but he will give the option to the captain with his off-spinners. And Mohammad Wasim is a round-armish fast bowler.
This series, yeah.
Can be a lethal on a pitch like this. Oh, huge moment for the youngster. Huge. He's going to remember this for a long, long time. That's what you aspire for, don't you?
Yep, played that World Cup under
19. هغوی ته داسې د لوبو چانس ورکوي. روزي خان د صدیق اتل راتګ د افغانستان په بیټنګ کې نور څومره تاثیرات اچولی شي او د پاکستان بیټنګ نن اوپننګ به څوک کوي؟
پاکستان د بیټینګ اوپننګ به سیم هغه سایلوي به حارث به یې ځکه هغه نه چینج کوي غواړي چې هغه سره لاړ شي ځکه نور پلان لري. خو زه یو شی دا بسملان ته خو چانس ورکړل سو خو بل بختانه چې دغه د لوبې څومره ټاپ دي دا ټول پلران دي ټول اوپنران دي لکه صدیق اتل اوپنر سو عثمان غني اوپنر سو رحمان الله اوپنر سو ابراهیم اوپنر سو داسې یو شی دغه یو ستونزه به شي اوپنران دي ټول ټاپ اړر دي داسې په میډل رګ دغه راځي عثمان غني کولای شي ابراهیم سره څه کولای
ډېره زیاته مننه خوشحاله اوسئ.
بسیار بسیار تشکر از عرفان گردیبول همکار بسیار نازنین و از شرقا همکار و همچنان زرمتی سید. بسیار بسیار تشکر که همراه ما بودین. بسیار
strokes, but they need to be complemented with singles, just working the ball into the gaps, wait for the opportunities to arrive and then pounce on them. But they've been trying to force the issue. Not the right pitches to do so. Another opportunity. And Bismillah Jan Shinwari is the officiating umpire. Yet again, he's done a good job in this series. I must say both of them, Ahmed Shah Bakhtin, are making their mark as umpires, these two.
Oh, they've both done exceptionally well. They had really good games. We had one or two that have been overturned. Television umpire is Akbar Ali, who was a local UAE official. We had Hamim Talwar alongside me out at the toss as well. He's the match referee just on the right hand side of your screen. Yeah, one or two, I think one decision maybe, two overturned at the most in the first two games. I think that both umpires have been terrific. Faisal Faruqi, he has led the way for this Afghanistan attack, and he's started beautifully.
Yeah, he has swung the ball appreciably. And he has maintained right lines and lengths as well. That's why he's been so potent with the new ball. And it's going to be Muhammad Haris take on the first delivery.
It's a change, Amir, isn't it? Didn't Seymour face the first ball in both the first and second game? What? How did you like? Were you a face or were you a watch from the other end?
Well, we used to decide night before, me and Say. We were not like regimental about it. We were very flexed about it. It was up to the mood, wasn't it?
What, did it depend on who got out of bed on the right side, you or Saeed Anwar? I'm just trying to figure this out. Well, you came down to breakfast, you felt in a good mood. It's all right, Saeed, I'll take the first ball today, mate.
We were opening partners, not life partners. And when you say what side of the bed, so you better be careful.
Yeah, good point. Good point. It's that early swing, but Harris is underway with a little inside edge.
Yeah, he's been exceptional. Very impressive, the left-arm fast bowler Faruqi. Yeah, with this pace, he's turning out to be a stickler for line and length. It's unusual, isn't it, Dooley?
Yeah, that's a really good swing. I don't see seam movement here in Sharjah. Great catch from Gurbaz last night, wasn't it, to get rid of Seymour. Very similar to that.
He's a thinking bowler too. He knows that Saim Ayub commits himself on the front foot, and from there on he doesn't move his back leg, so he's tempting him outside the off stump, looking for that outside edge.
Yeah, it's an early foot movement, but then if it's wide, it just, the hands go, don't they, and the feet don't move at all. Get that one away. And again, I mean, it's a really wide delivery, but the front foot has gone down the line of off stump.
Yeah, that's how he got out in the previous outing last night. What a catch that was. The ball went right in the webbing of that glove of Gurbaz. Great anticipation.
Gets that one away through the gap, not perfectly timed. Should bring about a couple.
Yeah, he played that stroke out of desperation. He was finding it very hard to work the ball through offside, so this time around he decided, let's throw caution to the wind and work the ball on the onside. The bat tilting way too early in his hands, and that's why no timing.
Finish to the over, just 3 from it, 3 without loss. Siddiqullah Atal, the debut, and Farid Ahmed is back into that Afghanistan side. Iftikhar Ahmed Mohammad Wasim for Pakistan. So batting depth for Pakistan all the way to 9, and Rashid at 8 for Afghanistan is more than useful as well. See on that left-hand side, no Azmatullah Omarzai, who has really taken the new ball for, well, the second over, for Afghanistan in this series. So back to Mujib, who is back in a role that he's very familiar with.
Yeah, he was off the boil. When you talk about Mujib, he was leaking runs, but in those previous outings, 2 of them, he got his mojo back. He's getting the ball to respond to him. Hence, he has picked up wickets. It's going to be a different challenge. New ball against Mohammad Haris. He goes aerial. Hits the ball straight to the fielder. And the first blood drawn through Mujib in the second over. And it's Mohammad Haris who's been dismissed.
Yeah, comfortable catch out in the deep. I think that's Usman Ghani out in the deep. And it was that little in-swinger that Mujib bowls really well. Seam up, and it was a top edge. That was the problem for Haris. A lot of tape on those fingers, but very comfortable. Mujib strikes straight away, and familiar territory for Pakistan in this series as Haris goes for 1. It's 3 for 1.
په افغانستان کې د اوسپنیزو توکو د تولید تر ټولو ستره او په نړیوالو معیارونو برابره فابریکه خان سټیل د ګول سیخ، ګاډرو، انګلارانو او نورو اوسپنیزو توکو د باور وړ تولیدي ادرس د خان سټیل ټول تولیدات د کیفیت له پلوه تایید او تر لابراتواري ارزونو وروسته په KSM مارکه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي. موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه او چټک ګامونه اخلو. خان سټیل د آبادۍ بنسټ.
Tayyab Tahir has got a little promotion in the order. He's been batting number 4 the first 2 games, and Abdullah Shafiq has batted 3. But more about Shafiq. He's trying to avoid the Olympic rings. Got the Audi at the moment, but he's trying to avoid the Olympic rings of 5 in a row. He's got 4 in a row, so keep an eye on that when he comes out to bat.
He'll be nervous. How about that tip in the air? Swung in. Oh, he has to learn softer skills, Mohammad Haris. He has to.
Flowing past Nabi and down to the boundary for 4. It's wide of him, I think.
And this is the definition of edgy and nervy.
Just went far too quick. Have a look at this. Couldn't move.
Now, one thing, he did good over there. Tayyab, he flashed hard. A bit of loop from Najib.
This is where coming to his own a little bit around the wicket, taking the ball, angling it in but swinging it away. That's why the slip is in place as well. You want to come around the wicket. Last couple of balls, keep Saim on strike. Nicely played.
That's more like it, isn't it? Middled it. A lot more commitment from Saim Ayub on that occasion with that stroke. Took aerial route and out of the ground. That's a big blow. And brings an end to the second over, 14 for 1.
Young Saim picked it. He knew it was the carom ball that spun back in towards his pad, so he was able to flick it away on that leg side.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were getting the ball to drift in the air by bowling over the stumps. Why, as a bowler, you need to come round the wicket to a left-hander? He did that, and he had to pay for it.
Yeah, it was the first one that was the carom ball as well, coming back in. So credit to young Saim for picking it, reading it, and getting his execution right. Rushed a lot of batters in this series, Faruqi. Deceived with his swing. He's bowled beautifully. Best economy for Afghanistan in power plays in the last couple of years. This is T20 cricket. Look at that economy inside the power play. 11 wickets, 5.5 is brilliant. Now, Rashid doesn't bowl a lot inside the power play. That's why only the 2 wickets. He's reluctant bowler inside that power play.
Yeah, if you have spinners like Rashid Khan, Mujib, and then Mohammad Nabi, to have a fast bowler like him, it's a bonus. He sets up the game very nicely by picking up wickets, by bowling miserly. And that's how he's gone about in this series. He has become a wicket-taking option, the left-arm fast bowler. He's not predictable. He tests the batsman with different lengths, takes off the pace as well, swings the ball in the air.
There's a lot to like about him. Controlled.
Saim Ayub has tried so many times to work the ball towards third man. This time around he was successful. The reason why he met success, he got close to the ball.
Change of angle around the wicket. Rushes onto Taib again.
Yeah, I'm with you. He's rushing the batsman at the same time. They're not picking up the lines early, and that's why we have seen so many inside edges, outside edges. And these batsmen, they need to stay calm out there in the middle. They have to focus on watching the ball coming out of the hand. At the moment, they are not. Their mind is engrossed somewhere else.
Finds the gap this time. The test for the outfield, and the ball will win.
Ball too short on that occasion. Allowed plenty of time for Tayyab to work the ball into the gap. Didn't try to overhit the ball, just guided the ball into the gap, used the pace. That was a good looking stroke.
that a little leg by? There's definitely something on it. Glove or leg by? Yeah, leg buys. Umpire has decided 4 of them. At the end of the third over, it is 20. Sights and sounds of Kabul. Home series, of course, for Afghanistan, and they have absolutely turned it on in the first 2 games. Been too good for this Pakistan outfit. Oh, nice. Little bit of width. That's all he needed.
And good footwork from Saim Ayub. Picked up the length early, moved his back leg, and that's why he was able to hit the ball into the gap, and timing was good. Yeah, that back foot covering the off stump. All he needed to do was time the ball. Now he's moving well this time around. Saim Ayub showing us what he's capable of. That's a typical Sharjah pitch, isn't it? The ball is coming onto the bat. And this is good. I like what Saim Ayub is doing. He's moving his back leg. Makes him look a different player.
Yeah, good from Mujib though as well, isn't it? He just tucked him up the last 3-4 deliveries after that boundary. He hasn't given any width. Tucked them up. There's a nice sheen, but I think you still have to make the most of this newish ball inside the power play. Oh, that was tight. Very tight indeed. So just the one boundary from the over. 28 for 1.
د الفا سیم کارت سره هر اونۍ د عمرې حج ګټونکي شئ. په خپل الفا سیم کارت کې 300 افغانۍ او بیا ډېرې زیاتې کړئ او د حج بیت الله شریف د زیارت کولو او بیا هغې سره برابر 100,000 افغانیو ګټلو چانس ترلاسه کړئ. ډېر مصرف، ډېر چانس. د ګډون کولو لپاره باید ستاسو د سیم کارت نویات الفا وي. د سیم کارت نویات بدلولو لپاره الفا ته ستوری 555 علامت نمبر ډایل کړئ.
More spin inside the power play. This time the experience of Mohammad Nabi. Right arm off break. This is a matchup that Tayyab Tahir will like. Strike rate against spin in T20s is 150. Average is 77. He's only been dismissed 4 times against spin.
Catch it!
5. Make that 5. Make that 5 with a brilliant left-handed grab. That's what they call the commentator's curse.
Well, talking about Mohammad Nabi, he usually bowls around the stumps to the right-handed batsman, but this time around decided to bowl over the stumps, and he has prevailed. That arm delivery made him gain on that occasion. Mohammad Nabi is amongst wickets. What a take that was. What a catch. Fareed on his comeback game took a blinder to dismiss Tayyab Tahir. It's 28 for 2.
پمپر بیبی مون آماده شده برای کودکان وطن تا پوست کودکتان همیشه راحت باشد. کش 360 درجه متناسب به آناتومی بدن کودک و تعویض آسان. ساخته شده از قطرات آلوویرا و ژل جادویی که تمام شب رطوبت را نگهداری می کند تا پوست کودکتان همیشه راحت باشد. پمپر بیبی مون، انتخاب شماره 1 مادران.
Leg stump half volley to turn into the onside, pick up one, ease that nervous situation.
Hold your breath. Hold your breath. Yeah, you got a feel for Abdullah Shafiq. He is highly talented. Better. Finally making a contact with the bat.
Batted 7 balls in his last 4 innings. Got one. He's got one. That'll feel good.
He can breathe now. Abdullah Shafiq. And brings joy to the dugout. I expect better things from him now.
It's good because all the dugout know, the team know, he knows. It's one of those situations that you don't like it, but it is one of those situations where everybody knows what's going on. You are desperate for a run, desperate just to get it off the mark. All will seem a little easier post that. Around the wicket to the left-handed Saeem. A lot of changes. You know what field you want inside the power play before things get going. Very wide.
A couple of wides, 3 to be precise. And that's how he got rid of Tayyab. What a catch. And he managed to catch that one with the left hand, which is not his stronger.
Another wide, just looking to close it down too much here. Nabi, he doesn't want to give Saeem any room outside that off stump whatsoever.
But he has got plenty of protection on the offside.
Sorry, sir.
Another change. Side going to the onside. Wants one, and it's good hands.
That's what I like to see pretty often from the Pakistani batters. Displaying the ball with a softer hand and hard for their runs. They're in a habit of playing too many dot deliveries.
Easy one.
7 runs from the Mohammad Nabi over. 5 gone, 35 for 2.
لبيك اللهم لبيك.
د الفا سیم کارت سره هر اونۍ د عمرې حج ګټون کې شي. په خپل الفا سیم کارت کې 300 افغانۍ او یا ډېرې زیاتې کړئ او د حج بیت الله شریف د زیارت کولو او بیا هغې سره برابر 100,000 افغانیو ګټلو چانس ترلاسه کړئ. ډېر مصرف ډېر چانس. د ګډون کولو لپاره باید ستاسو د سیم کارت نویات الفا وي. د سیم کارت نویات بدلولو لپاره الفا ته ستوری 555 علامت نمبر ډایل کړئ.
روشن نږدې کیله
35 for 2 in the third and final T20 international between these two sides. Pakistan today asked to bat first, making 2 changes. Iftikhar in the middle order and Wasim Jr. coming in place of Naseem Shah. It will be Haris who will keep wickets today. Farid Ahmed will be bowling from the media end or our commentary box end. He's got 3 for 14, his best. Nicely done. Nicely done. He knows the vacant zone on the onside and the deep. Just slips that through the line and earns himself a boundary. Abdullah Shafiq will do a great deal of favour to his confidence with that shot.
He's just timed it, hasn't he? Slightly over-pitched. Not much movement in the air. He's outside his crease, so that length he's able to play that punch with the confidence that he has.
Call is for 2. They might not be able to squeeze that. Oh, they have actually. That's well done. The throw wasn't flat enough and wasn't accurate enough. Good running there from Abdullah Shafiq and young Saim Ayub.
Just opened the face. Got it behind square on the offside. Good running between these two.
Farid is now coming around the wicket to Abdullah Shafiq. Oh, makes room, and what a shot that is. That is an amazing shot. I mean, really doesn't look like a guy who's been looking for runs in the past 4 games. He created that length, just moved away and plays his inside out.
Such a good shot. Gave himself room, but he did it at a time where the bowler didn't have enough time to see him and wasn't able to adjust. Again, it's just the timing, isn't it? 86 meters. The distance. They've enjoyed that. The Pakistan fans. Hasn't been too much to cheer so far in the series. Is today going to be the day?
His father is a coach here in the UAE, Shafiq Ahmed, and his uncles played for the UAE, so he's got a few men to impress. He's not here to watch him play. He's done well for himself. He's a good batter. He's worked on his technique, tried to get those power hits going. He's very technically strong. Nicely done after that shot. And he just pushed it away for a single. Smart work. How good was that, Tino? So much room, and the bowler didn't move. He just kept targeting the stumps and got that exact length that he wished for.
And it's the timing that's done it for me. Look how far he's cleared the boundary by. Nice controlled stroke. Too short of 50. Pakistan.
Again, what a shot. He's got such amazing wrist, Saim Ayub. Stand and deliver. 50 up for Pakistan with that boundary.
Yeah, no protection on that offside field. That's not the line you want to be bowling. Lovely roll of the wrists. Make sure you got that ball beautifully in the gap. Been a wonderful start for Pakistan.
That ends the power play. It's been the best for Pakistan in the series. 52 for 2.
بزرگترین و معیاری ترین فابریکه تولید آهن‌آلات با استانداردهای جهانی در افغانستان. خان استیل، آدرس قابل اعتماد تولید سیخ گل، گادر، انگلارن و انواع دیگر آهن‌آلات. تولیدات خان استیل از لحاظ کیفیت تایید و بعد از ارزیابی‌های لابراتواری با نشان KSM به بازار ارزان می‌شود. ما
Top of the table, Wrexham hosted improving York City. It took
Sharjah Cricket Stadium staging this third and final T20 between the two sides. That will be the end of the power play signal. That's the official call for it. Mohammad Nabi will now continue in his second over from that far end. Great start for Abdullah Shafiq, 15 of 7. Pakistan will look to get somewhere around 150 or more. That seems to be a good score because 130 wasn't enough. It was a good fight. We just feel there are more runs available there. Just have lost one too many in the power play in the previous two games. Pakistan batting first, and they've always been chasing them in the game. They've been trying to recover. 92 in the first match, 130 in the second. You always feel that they were a few short, especially in that second game. Afghanistan, don't take anything away from them. They've been clinical with their spin attack, with their fast ball, especially with the new ball. Pakistan today was extra cautious, made sure that they don't lose many. They still lost two, but yes, better than before.
Looking to come back for two. Side against it. Yeah, the key's been the early wickets that they've got. Sikandar, it's made it very difficult for Pakistan to get out the blocks in those first two games. Oh, now it's turned into a bit of a mess. That, top strap ripped off the pad. A couple of wickets have fallen this evening. That's the first one. Made the slog sweep. Fortunately, he's played it straight down the man's throat. On the outside edge. How's this for a catch? Ahmad sticking up that left hand. Taking a wonderful catch. Saeem Ayub, 19 from 18. Abdullah's been outstanding and entertaining so far. 16 runs from 9 balls. 2 wickets to fall. Both of them to the spinners, Mujibur Rahman and Mohammad Nabi. And the other 3 overs being completed by the seamers, Ahmad and Faruqi. Right, ready to go then. Ramanullah Gurbaz has managed to sort out his pad issues.
Such a memorable ground, this Sharjah Cricket Stadium, Tino. 245 ODIs and quite a few games that are there in history. Pakistan and India have played a lot of games with each other here. Full houses out there. There you go. That number exceeds any other ground in the world. Once again, trying for that second. Work well done by the men in the deep. The rush at the ball, pick up and release has been quick. Those little things matter a lot when this decision of a game is a mere fraction of a couple of runs. He's led them well. Rashid. Oh yes, down the wicket. Should clear, yes he does. Once again creating that length by coming down the wicket and ends the over with a maximum 62 for 2.
Lovely use of the feet. Got to the pitch. Again, Sikandar, he hasn't had the full swing of the bat. Not trying to force it, just timing the ball to perfection this evening. He'll bring a lot of confidence to this man.
پودر وهاب ضامن پاکی و درخشندگی لباس‌های شما.
مشتریان گرامی، پودرهای لباسشویی وهاب با بسته‌بندی جدید در پاکت‌های جلادار با بازار عرضه کرده است. با اطمینان کامل از آن استفاده نمایید.
You just get a feeling Abdullah's got a battle within himself going on. He's trying to prove something to himself. He knows he's much better than what he's been shown in the last 4 innings. That shot again, he's going after the bowling. So he's not waiting for those bad balls, he's creating those shots. One inside out and then this one. Yes, probably Rashid fields over a little closer, but then end result is maximum. It's all about being positive and taking those chances. He's got 23 over 11 now after getting 4 ducks.
Rashid Khan, his 80th match, a best of 5 for 3, 6 4-wicket hauls. Outstanding performer with ball in hand. Cut away. But just for the single.
He hasn't conceded a boundary in the last 4 international outings, Rashid Khan. And that makes it more interesting of a phase now in this match. How did they tackle his 4 overs? He'll surely look to make inroads. Not a single boundary conceded in the last 4 outings. You see him has bowled 100 consecutive deliveries without conceding a boundary in T20 internationals. That's some achievement. T20s and he's not even considering a boundary. Oh yes, he would do that. I just said so, he would do that. It's only a matter of time how you play his 4 overs, and this time Abdullah Shafiq is backed away too much and the stumps exposed.
Yeah, he's thrown it away, unfortunately. Abdullah. Not sure Rashid Khan, with the stat that we've just seen, is the man that you want to be taking on in the attack. On surfaces that have been assisting the slower bowlers, you can afford a couple of overs where you don't get boundaries off those spinners, in particular the captain. He's gone for 23, looked good while he was there, 63 for 3 now.
لبيك اللهم لبيك.
د الفا سیم کارت سره هر اونۍ د عمرې حج ګټون کې شي. په خپل الفا سیم کارت کې 300 افغانۍ او یا ډېرې زیاتې کړئ او د حج بیت الله شریف د زیارت کولو او یا هغې سره برابر 100,000 افغانیو ګټلو چانس ترلاسه کړئ. ډېر مصرف ډېر چانس. د ګډون کولو لپاره باید ستاسو د سیم کارت نویات الفا وي. د سیم کارت نویات بدلولو لپاره الفا ته ستوری 555 علامت نمبر ډایل کړئ.
In that middle order and offer a bit of off spin if required later on. He's been in good touch, good form lately. Let's see what he has to offer against Rashid Khan, who's got a wicket in his very first over.
Come on, Rash, get pressure, boy!
Much more positive start from Pakistan at the top of the order. It'll be wide. Confirmed by umpire Pakteen. That's the wicket. He's given himself a bit of room, hasn't really watched the ball. The idea was to go over extra cover. That ball was the googly, turning back into him, finding its way in between bat and pad.
That's the wicket. One is trying to make room, play it over extra. He's missed that completely.
Lovely boys.
With Simon, that start 21 deliveries that he's faced, probably look to bat as deep as possible. Allow the others to then use that long handle and express themselves whenever they get that opportunity. Pakistan would probably...
टोस्ट का नया फ्रेंड ऑलपर्स चीज जो लाया अपने हर स्लाइस में एक ग्लास ऑलपर्स दूध की जान।
टेस्टी बड़ी है ऑलपर्स चीज, ग़िज़ायत भरी है ऑलपर्स चीज।
स्टोरी में फिर क्या हुआ? फिर टोस्ट और तुम दोनों ने बनाई जान। हर ब्रेकफास्ट की जान न्यू ऑलपर्स चीज।
په افغانستان کې د اوسپنیزو توکو د تولید تر ټولو ستره او په نړیوالو معیارونو برابره فابریکه خان سټیل د ګول سیخ، ګاډرو، انګلارانو او نورو اوسپنیزو توکو د باور وړ تولیدي ادرس د خان سټیل ټول تولیدات د کیفیت له پلوه تایید او تر لابراتواري ارزونو وروسته په KSM مارکه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي. موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي. موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه او چټک ګامونه اخلو. خان سټیل د آبادۍ بنسټ.
Daraz 22 of 21 for him. At this stage, Pakistan will keep going at 8.3. They should get 166. Those are the projected scores at the bottom part of your screen. They'll probably try and get somewhere around there, 160. It's the umpire's room. You've got the TV umpire Akbar Ali and of course the match referee Hamim Talwar right in front. Edge there.
Lovely boy, easy, Aram Sara. Okay. Easy one, lovely boy, keep it up, boys.
Extracted 17 of that. One over from Farid, some probably look to get there. Those are the match officials before the start of the game in the center. Of course, as I mentioned, the match referee is Mr. Hamim Talwar. We got the on-field umpires, the TV umpire, the fourth umpire.
Aren't they looking pretty in pink? Zanda. Ahmed Shah Paktin. Bismillah Janshawan Awari, the two on-field umpires. Two most experienced umpires. The international panel from Afghanistan, that's Mr. Shinwari. Ahmed Shah Paktin. First umpire from Afghanistan to officiate in a test match.
مشتریان گرامی، پودرهای لباسشویی وهاب با بسته‌بندی جدید در پاکت‌های جلادار با بازار عرضه کردیده است. با اطمینان کامل از آن استفاده نمایید.
نه تنها پودر وهاب بلکه تمام محصولات وهاب قابل اعتماد است.
دغه پروژه ورغوي
بودیجه مخکې چې تیر حکومتونو به بودیجه ټاکله یا به جوړوله هغلته به پارلمان ته تلله او په پارلمان کې به تصویب دپاره استازو رایه ورکوله. په داسې حال کې چې د پارلمان استازو به له خپلو ولایتونو نه د خلکو ستونزو ته په پام باندې هغه بودیجه تصویبوله. اوس مو باور څه دی چې اوس به اسلامي امارت دغه مورد ته څومره پام کړی وي چې کوم ولایت څومره بودیجې ته
Just a little bit of width and it was enough for Saim. He's very good square of the wicket. Just waits and waits and waits, even though it's the arm ball and it's angled back into him. It's enough space to be able to maneuver that ball backward of square. Oh, it's a good start for Pakistan.
He's trying to fire that one into the pads. The pace will take it to the boundary. We'll have to wait for umpire's signal. Probably a touch bat, yes. Some bat of Saim Ayub was in it. Back-to-back boundary.
Mohammad Nabi, outfield's quick. Ramanullah Gurbaz not happy with that line. Oh, almost a mix-up. The car wanted the single initially, sent back.
Yeah, Nabi's been trying to fire into the pads. He's bowled 2 wides, extracted 4 runs out of those 2 and those extra deliveries.
Pace off it on that occasion. 2 balls that he did bowl quickly have gone for boundaries in this over. Other than that, everything else has been pretty good. Oh, that's gone a long way. He's cleared the mid-wicket boundary with ease, Iftikhar. Perfect end to the 10th over. It's 87 for 3. And it's also time for a drink.
Yeah, down on one knee and he launches that into the mid-wicket area. And that is a shot that's come right from the middle of the bat. Extracting 15 of that over. Pakistan halfway through. They get 87 on the board.
عابد صاحب چه اشتیا لري؟
یاره چې یو شیر یخ وي
پایتخت ته ولاړ شو.
دا څومره ډېر دی، دا به څوک خوري؟ شیرپسته او معجون هم راوړه. څو دانې پارسل کړه چې کور ته وړو. یاره په پایتخت کې شیر یخ.
لبیک اللهم لبیک.
با سیم کارت الفا هر هفته برنده سفر حج عمره شوید. با اضافه نمودن یا مصرف 300 افغانی و یا بیشتر در سیم کارت الفا شانس برنده شدن زیارت حج بیت الله شریف و یا معادل آن 100,000 افغانی را به دست آورید. مصرف بیشتر، شانس بیشتر. برای اشتراک نویت سیم کارتتان باید الفا باشد. برای تغییر نویت سیم کارتتان به الفا ستاره 555 علامت نمبر را دایل نمایید.
روشن نزدیک شدن.
پودر وهاب ضامن پاکی و درخشندگی لباس‌های شما.
مشتریان گرامی، پودرهای لباسشویی وهاب با بسته‌بندی جدید در پاکت‌های جلادار به بازار عرضه کرده است. با اطمینان کامل از آن استفاده نمایید.
په افغانستان کې د اوسپنیز او توکو د تولید تر ټولو ستره او په نړیوالو معیارونو برابره فابریکه خان سټیل د ګول سیخ ګاډرو انګلرانو او نورو اوسپنیزو توکو د باور وړ تولیدي ادرس د خان سټیل ټول تولیدات د کیفیت له پلوه تایید او تر لابراتواري ارزونو وروسته په KSM مارکه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي. موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه او چټک ګامونه اخلو. خان سټیل د آبادی بنسټ.
That's the best run that Pakistan have had in this three-match T20I series against Afghanistan. 10 overs gone, 87 for 3. Very quickly, let's take a look at some of the sights and sounds of Afghanistan. The Bakhtiar province, the snow-capped mountains, plus of course the impressive mountainous terrain that you get to see in this region. Then there's the Mazar-e-Sharif, the city of shrines. It was a sight to behold. And then the Bamiyan, the Valley of the Gods. Breathtaking, to say the least. Back to cricket action now. Where in the hot seat I've got Amir Sohail with me. Rashid Khan, what a fantastic run. He's had 104 deliveries without conceding a boundary.
That's what you expect from him. The control he has with the ball as a wrist spinner is remarkable. He's always challenging the batsman. Always. He's always plotting a demise of a batsman.
Worked away for a single up. I think that's the quandary that opposition batters get into when they're facing Rashid Khan. Do they attack and run the risk of losing a wicket to him? Or do they just milk him for singles, forget the boundaries, keep the scoreboard ticking?
See, that is the way to go against Rashid Khan. Just nudge the ball into the gaps, make him frustrated. That's in the air. That's a positive hit from Saim Ayub. He's looking good in this innings.
A gift came early and Saim Ayub was waiting for it. And he put it away in style. Take another look at this. It's a full toss, a rank bad ball. It had hit me written all over it. Saim Ayub obliging. 93 meters. Catching practice for some of the spectators. Yeah, Rashid just saying probably slipped out of his hands.
He was mentioning that he tried a flipper. Couldn't land it. Now that's a good comeback from Rashid Khan after conceding a 6. See, that's where he excels. He knows when to give away a single to a threatening batsman. And he likes to attack the batsman who looks vulnerable. And that's where he makes a difference. For any aspiring bowler, they need to know and learn how to give away a single at will and then attack the other batsman.
Straight away came in with the wrong gun to Iftikhar, but he's worked it away for an easy single. That's got Sam back on strike. But Rashid Khan finally getting hit for a boundary or a 6. Well, let's call it a boundary there. But, you know, clearing the ropes, but it was a 6 after 107 balls in T20Is. Talk about a record for a wrist spinner to have that kind of control on where to land the ball. Just very creditable indeed. But this is an expensive over. 11 runs coming off it. It's 98 for 3 after 11.
د الفا سیم کارت سره هر اونۍ د عمرې حج ګټون کې شي. په خپل الفا سیم کارت کې 300 افغانۍ او بیا ډېرې زیاتې کړئ او د حج بیت الله شریف د زیارت کولو او بیا هغې سره برابر 100,000 افغانیو ګټلو چانس ترلاسه کړئ. ډېر مصرف ډېر چانس. د ګډون کولو لپاره باید ستاسو د سیم کارت نویات الفا وي. د سیم کارت نویات بدلولو لپاره الفا ته ستوری 555 علامت نمبر ډایل کړئ.
A much better display of batting from Pakistani unit in the third game of this beloved network T20I series presented by Bank Alfla. And Saim Ayub has led the way. He has batted efficiently. A very impressive thing in this innings from Saim Ayub. He has moved his back leg, and that's why he looked elegant. And he looked threatening. Farms the gap once again for easy 2 runs. 100 on the board. And a good partnership brewing for Pakistan through these 2 batters. Iftikhar and Saim Ayub. 37 so far from 24 deliveries.
So this is something that Pakistan can build on. The second 50 of the innings coming of just 32 deliveries. So quicker than the first 50, which came off 35. And that, remember, had 6 overs of the power play in it as well. Worked from outside off. Look at the wrist work in that shot.
That's what we call manoeuvring of the length. I used the angle on that occasion. Saim Ayub. Karim Jannat is looking to bowl round the stumps. And to the left-handed batsman. Now it's Iftikhar on strike. He's got a point to prove. Iftikhar Ahmed.
He's got a chance today. I'm sure he'd like to make the most of it. 11 of 8. He's already struck one maximum. Not getting much room. Now that's the quality that Karim Jannat has. He angles the ball into the right-hander, cramps him for room. It's not easy to get him away for runs.
There's a much more improved cricketer, Karim Jannat. Very effective with the ball and handy with the bat. A utility to have in your lineup.
Change the angle to the left-hander. Read that early. Saw the batter coming down the track. Shortened the length there, did Karim Jannat. But it's a different ballgame when he's bowling to the left-hander. His stock delivery is the one that will actually go away from the left-hander. That's why he's changed the angle. He's trying to come round the wicket just to cramp the left-hander for room, or maybe not give him too much width outside off.
Important passage of the play for both the sides here. Pakistani team playing for the pride in this game, having lost the series. And if they can further this partnership, they'll have a chance to put an imposing total on the board.
Interesting stat coming up by Stato. Iftikhar recently hit 6 sixes in an over. It was bowled by Wahab Riaz in an exhibition match in Pakistan. And incidentally, Wahab Riaz is also the sports minister in Punjab and Pakistan. So that's something in it. It takes a lot of gumption to do that. Well, he'll get a single on the last ball of the over. Quiet over that, just 6 coming off it. 12 gone, 104 for 3.
په افغانستان کې د اوسپنیزو توکو د تولید تر ټولو ستره او په نړیوالو معیارونو برابره فابریکه خان سټیل د ګول سیخ ګاډرو انګلرانو او نورو اوسپنیزو توکو د باور وړ تولیدي ادرس د خان سټیل ټول تولیدات د کیفیت له پلوه تایید او تر لابراتواري ارزونو وروسته په KSM مارکه بازار ته وړاندې کیږي موږ د صنعتي افغانستان په لور پاخه او چټک ګامونه اخلو خان سټیل the Abadai Bansat.
It gets them to 173, but they've got 7 wickets in hand, 2 set batters. At least one of them really well set, Saim Ayub. At the crease, are they eyeing more than that? I think how they tackle Rashid Khan is going to be the key here.
And also this partnership. These two can eke out a bit more, and they have a chance to go beyond 180. Pulled away. Rashid has a protection. Misfield. No damage done. Only a single.
It's too risky to run off that misfield. But there's one thing that Iftikhar is bringing to the game today. He's very comfortable going on the back foot and playing Rashid Khan. That is something that we saw some of the other Pakistan batters struggle with in the first 2 games of the T20. Iftikhar looking very comfortable, assured when he's reading the length and going back and playing Rashid. While Saim Ayub is inching towards his half century. What a comeback it's been after a couple of innings where he failed to score. All the pressure on the young man. He's saying, okay, I'm ready for it.
It's a good thing that he's been given another opportunity after those couple of failures. They believed in his talent. And he's coming good. That's a good hit. That's straight to the fielder. 3 singles of the over so far.
Come back to that previous delivery which Iftikhar hit down the ground. A lot of times when he's picking the length and he's picking up the length slightly shorter, he's not afraid to go on the back foot, is Iftikhar. And that's where Rashid Khan's being forced to pitch it a little further up. No run there.
I thought it was a googly. Misread it, but managed it well in the end. And played the cut shot from middle stump.
As a left-hander, you yourself will definitely not recommend that for most batsmen. A change of angle, but still worked away for a single, which means he'll retain strike and have a chance to get his half century in the next over. It's 108 for 3.
با سیم کارت الفا هر هفته برنده سفر حج عمره شوید. با اضافه نمودن یا مصرف 300 افغانی و یا بیشتر در سیم کارت الفا شانس برنده شدن زیارت حج بیت الله شریف و یا معادل آن 100,000 افغانی را به دست آورید. مصرف بیشتر، شانس بیشتر. برای اشتراک نویت سیم کارتتان باید الفا باشد. برای تغییر نویت سیم کارتتان به الفا ستاره 555 علامت نمبر را دایل نمایید.
روشن نزدیک شدن.
So 108 on the scoreboard, and he's taken a chance and he's fallen. One short of a half century. Saim Ayub. Karim Jannat tastes success, and it's a big wicket of a set batsman.
Very unlucky not to get there. Couldn't get the elevation and the placement right, but what a catch that was from Mujib. The ball was dying on him for a fielder. Never easy to dive in front, but did it comfortably. Nevertheless, a very good innings from the youngster Saim Ayub. 49, 108 for 4.
عابد صاحب چه اشتیا لري؟
یاره چې یو شیر یخني
پایتخت ته ولاړ شو.
دا څومره ډېر دی، دا به څوک خوري؟ شیرپسته او معجون هم راوړه، څو دانې پارسل کړه چې کور دې وړو. یاره په پایتخت کې شیر یخ.
Imad Wasim walks out into the middle now. Got a half century in the previous game. His career best of 64 not out. Came in that previous match just yesterday. His first half century, and only the second Pakistan batsman to get a half century in a T20I against Afghanistan. The first one, of course, being Babar Azam. And the man he's come out to replace would have become the third had he got one more run. Saim Ayub.
Well, of all the Pakistani batsmen, he's the one who looked very comfortable. Imad Wasim gets on with the job straight away. Wasn't afraid to use his feet. There was too much angle with that delivery, but used it well. Helped the ball along the way for 4 runs, and he's off the mark.
Tried to follow the batsman as he saw him coming down the track. Imad Wasim wanting to attack the ball. Look at that initial movement was to come down the track. And Karim Jannat just wanting to cramp him up. Sprayed it down the leg side. Keeper's disappointed because fine leg is up inside the 30-yard circle, remember. Once again, it's the pad line, so easy pickings for Imad Wasim. You'd like to get that as the first ball that you face, down leg. Another one on the pads, another couple of runs.
He's gotten busy straight away, Imad Wasim. I was unlucky. Not middling that one. Getting the ball the bottom half of the bat. What a very well taken catch. And Kareem Jannat jubilant. So is the crowd.
Back in your day, Amit, what would you have done? On 49, slightly short of length, outside off. Get the single to third man and then maybe look to cut loose?
Not me. In those days, everybody did that. Get a single, wave the bat, acknowledge, and then get on with the job. Imad Wasim has been absolutely brilliant in 2023. Averaging 77.71, and the strike rate, which is always overrated, 138.
I think it goes in sync with the average. When you're averaging 77 and you've got a strike rate of 138, that's terrific. But if you've got an average of 18 with a strike rate of 140, well, then it only makes sense if you're coming to bat in the final 2 overs of the innings.
With this higher strike rate, you're only hoping and praying that that fellow comes good on that day. But with a healthier average, you are assured.
Saw the PSL numbers there for Imad Wasim on your screen just a little while ago. Those numbers make a lot of difference because he got runs consistently. Meanwhile, as overs come to an end, it's 117 for 4.
بزرگترین و معیاری ترین فابریکه تولید آهن‌آلات با استانداردهای جهانی در افغانستان. خان استیل، آدرس قابل اعتماد تولید سیخ گل، گادر، انگلارن و انواع دیگر آهن‌آلات. تولیدات خان استیل از لحاظ کیفیت تایید و بعد از ارزیابی‌های لابراتواری با نشان KSM به بازار ارزان می‌شود. ما گام‌های سریع و محکم را به سوی افغانستان صنعتی برمی‌داریم. خان استیل، بنیاد آبادی.
Down the track, oh, that's hit firmly. All along the carpet, but firm enough for 4. Bisecting long on and long off.
That was a clever hit. Came down the track with a purpose, roll of the wrist, enable him to hit the ball straight down the track, where there was no chance for the fielder placed at the boundary line. And he forces the bowler to shorten the length, and he scores a single.
So what has he done here as Imad Wasim? You look at his numbers here in this innings, 13 of just 6 deliveries. And those 13 runs include 2 boundaries. But what has he done on the other deliveries? He's tried to make sure he doesn't play out a lot of dot deliveries, gets the single or the odd double. Strike rate of 216.
Easy one, easy one.
Easy as you like.
It's been complemented with the way if
Nabi's bowled 3 overs for 32. Mujiba's bowled out, so it's back to the seamers, but the seamers have done a pretty good job through the series. Gets that, gets plenty of it. He is a 6-hitter. Of note is Iftikhar.
Oh, this is just in the slot for Iftikhar. The length was perfect. The line just outside the off stump gave him the perfect arc to swing through the line of that ball and over long on. Najibullah Zadran at long on didn't even bother, thinking that he would be able to take a catch, turned around and waited for the ball to be tossed back to him from the crowd.
There's the end of Rashid's 4 overs. 1 for 31 for him with 4 to go on 36 for 5.
Such a sweet striker of the ball. Iftikhar loves going over long on and that leg side field. Something to make noise about.
Definitely 2 from Faruqi. I don't think he'd go back to Nabi, not with Iftikhar there, so whether it be 2 from Karim Janat or whether he decides to go with Farid again. 5th match for Rashid Khan against Pakistan. First time he's gone for more than 30 runs.
In 4-man with the ball, Fazal Haq Faruqi. And good with the new ball early on, striking for Afghanistan and tying things up in these final overs as well.
He caused issues last night with pace off, but wide of off stump as well. He's got good control of pretty much everything. I had a quick chat to Ahmad earlier this afternoon before the game started, and he said that late in the piece when pace was off, it was just difficult, really hard to catch up with.
Ahmad, he faced the majority of those deliveries from Faruqi in those final 5 overs yesterday. Oh, that's well bowled. That's what you're talking about, that control. Dooley to be able to get that ball spearing into that block hole. Nicely done.
They had a good clip as well. We've talked about that as well. 138 kilometres per hour or just under. Quick enough. Gets it right. He's got great control. Bowls a good slower ball. He can go wide. He can use the bouncer if he wants to. A lot to like about where he's at the moment. Confidence levels as well, I think, for Fazal Haq Faruqi. That's misses, but they can't capitalise.
It hasn't been pace off ball in this over so far, but halfway through 17th over, just the 1 run scored so far. That's what makes them so handy. This stage of the innings, as well as at the top when the ball's moving around.
Misses this time, and finally Shadab can cash in.
No, that's not the right length. Not off up in the circle. The field that he's got, sweeper on the offside and a 3rd man. If you're going to be bowling outside the off stump, then that length has got to be pulled back. That's just too easy for a player of the quality of Shadab at this stage of the innings. To not get a boundary. You know, they didn't enjoy that, the Afghan fans.
The third is up inside the circle now and long off back. Pace off. Push for two. Can they get two this time? Iftika not interested again. Shadab throws the arms up.
28 and 22 for Iftikhar. He'll want to bat these remaining 3 overs. Really be explosive, possibly in those last two. 142 at the moment. Low full toss. The call is for two straight away. It's in the gap and they will come back for two. Rashid Khan does the fielding, not able to stop them coming back for two. 144 for 5.
Will be Karim Janat. Bowl the 18th over. Dab on strike. He's 8 from 7. Get going along a little better at the moment. Oh, clever. Very clever indeed from Shadab. Picks up a boundary over a wideish third.
He's done this on purpose. Knows the third man is up. That line from Karim Janat, incorrect. Given himself the room, and there you go. Just opened the face, used the pace of the ball. Perfect start to the 18th over. Run rate pushed up to 8.6 now. 170, very much gettable.
The gap leg side. They should get two this time, and Iftika obliges, the 150 comes up.
Iftika. That's how they've gone about compiling their 50s. 35 balls, 32. This one the slowest, 37. Oh, now. That will definitely be a no ball, and it's dispatched for 4 as well. Probably just slipping out the hand by Karim Janat. This is a good over already for Pakistan.
Yeah, attempted slower ball, and it's just slipped. Very well played. Kept his eye on it nicely. Did Shadab, and he'll reap the rewards of a free hit now as well. Field can't change. Same batter on strike. There's a bloke standing up just in front of us, actually, to the left. Wandering around like he owns the place.
He should know better.
Sorted now, free hit. That Yorker almost spot on, but it's a low full toss, never easy to get away. Brings Iftika back on strike. Said earlier, he's a renowned 6-hitter. He's second on the list at the moment this year. The most T20s 6s hit. Johnson Charles has 40, Iftika has 35, Riley Rousseau with 33. Something you don't see Pretty easy one that for Akbar Ali. Not out the call. The 13 from 4 deliveries in this over. Good slow ball. Shadab unable to catch up with it.
Yeah, he's just thinking what might have been had he got bat on ball. He's started off outside that leg stump. Because of the slow ball, just lifted his head a little too soon. Karim Janat's just thinking, wow, that wasn't too many coats of varnish away from that off stump.
I'm thinking, how can I get out of the over? He can't. A little bit of good fortune for Shadab. Brings about another boundary, and that's the over Pakistan were looking for. 17 from it, 2 to go. 161 for 5. Two to go. Faruqi's been excellent again. He hasn't picked up a wicket tonight, but none for just 17. Oh, he's got that. Sounded all right, but not far enough. Not far enough. Just straight to the man at deep mid-wicket. Skipper takes the catch. A very comfortable one in the end. It was another good slower ball.
Now, pace off the ball has worked throughout the series, particularly towards the back end. Very well controlled. It's come right off the bottom edge of the bat. And because of that pace off the ball, just didn't get enough on it. Comfortable catch taken by the captain Rashid Khan, to the joy of the fans here at Sharjah. Be happy to see the back of this man. Very dangerous. 31 from 25. It's now 161 for 6.
Ahmed Nawaz, also a good striker of the ball, but not a lot of time left for him. Left-hander. Room just outside the line of off stump. Off the mark. But Faruqi good with that slower ball again, just deceiving Iftikhar right at the toe end of the bat. Comfortable for Rashid.
How animated is he? He's enjoyed seeing the demise of Iftikhar Ahmed.
And again, very good from Shadab, using the pace, creating some width.
Done this so well. Did it earlier as well. Karim Janat's last over. Just wonder if maybe they want to make sure they've got a third man in. Otherwise, they've definitely got to change their line. They've got to change that length. He knows it, Fazalak Faruqi.
Field set to jam the Yorkers in at leg stump or the off pace. That's better. That is better. Come back for two.
That's good running. Great awareness between these two. Oh, the Yorker was good. Shadab realizing that Faruqi's not got there quickly enough. Coming back for two. Great example of taking advantage of fielders.
Also the fact he's just bowled the ball, he's not a right-hander, he's had to run around it. There's so much going for that awareness. It's off, it does find the man.
We're talking about 45 that they got this last quarter yesterday. And already 44 with still 7 deliveries to go in the innings. So they've definitely got this last part of the innings right tonight. Still 7 balls to make sure they take proper advantage of this last stage. Last ball of Faruqi's spell.
Push for two. It is in the gap. And they've come back. It is good running yet again. Another decent over for Pakistan. 171 for 6, 1 to go. Terrific innings from Shadab, the skipper. Iftikhar was good. Abdullah Shafiq, good. It was just, look at those strike rates now. That's been the key. Getting this total up to where it is. Can they breach 180? Oh, he's hit his own stumps. He's hit his own stumps. Swung around one-handed. And Shadab loses his wicket.
No, this is unfortunate. It's a good slow ball. I think he's got through this before he thought it would get there and got himself in a bit of a tangle. Unfortunate that bottom hand going AWOL and just crashing into the stumps. Has to go. The captain, Sharaf Khan, good contribution of 28 in quick time. 171 for 7.
Five balls to go. Farid has started the 20th with a wicket. Slightly fortunate one. Mohammad Wasim himself is very powerful, although those numbers wouldn't suggest that. That strike, though, just might.
Took the words out of my mouth, Simon. Yeah, to be able to walk out first ball and play that shot as authoritatively as he did certainly suggests that, yes, he is a power hitter.
Back-to-back slower balls, Farid. The first one picked up wicket of the skipper, Shadab. Second one dispatched. Where does he go now? I think that's okay. Is it okay? Wasim doesn't like it.
It's a tight one. I think it was probably just outside that wide line. There you go, it was. But he has moved across slightly. So I think that's a fair call from umpire Paktin.
Don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. You look where the foot is in relation to the off stump. You give him a little bit more leeway just outside the line. I'm okay with that. Toe ender. Toe ender. Put some chalk on it.
Yeah, good running once again. He's unlucky there because the idea was good. Pace on the ball, 45 in the circle. Just didn't quite get the execution right. That's the first ball of the over. The dismissal of Sharab Khan.
Work to do on this action of Farida. Loses that front arm a lot, collapses his leg. Could go again, decide against it.
$180 on the ball for Pakistan. The sole delivery left in this allotted 20 overs. Pakistan dressing room would be more than happy. The numbers they've been able to put up batting first today. Bearing in mind at the toss they actually said that they would have liked to bowl first themselves. Pakistan.
It's clipped away nicely in towards the gap at deep mid-wicket, and Nabi with a little bit of nimble footwork from the 38-year-old. Manages to keep it in. Didn't want to dive because of that left shoulder. Just gets the left boot down. Well done. Wasn't like it was along the ground either. He's actually done pretty well there, Tino.
He has indeed. Showing us he's got some football skills as well. At 182 for 7 is what Pakistan end up on. And, they'll be more than happy with what they've achieved. All right, so these are the contributions. Saim at the top of the order, just fell one short of a half century, 49 and 40 quick time. Iftikhar came and was explosive in the middle part of the innings, 31 and 25. Pakistan ending up 182 for 7.
Partnerships 25, 35, 45 for the second, third and fourth, and then 38 for the 6th wicket between Iftikhar and Shadab. The key contributions, and that is a good score from Pakistan's point of view. 1 for Farooqi, 2 for Mujib, and 1 apiece for Nabi, Farid, Rashid and Karim Janat. Pick of the bowlers. Once again, Fazal Haq, Farooqi along with Mujib, both very economical with that newish ball. So that's what Afghanistan will need. 183 runs off 20 overs. It's a tough ask, but if they want to go 3-0 up and a clean sweep of the series, that is what they will need. Right, Raman is sidelined for us now. Who have you got with you, Raman?
Thank you so much, Simon. I've got Jonathan Trott here with me again because Neil Johnson's got some time off, the batting coach. He's got to talk to the batters because Afghanistan have a fair bit to chase today. 183 to chase. Jonathan, your thoughts on that?
Well, I think the Pakistan players obviously played pretty well as well, but it's slightly different pitch, I think, to what we saw yesterday. The ball seemed to be skidding on a little bit more, but fair play, they played pretty well, and we're going to have to play well to chase these down.
Well, less than 24 hours have passed since that win yesterday and the series, going Afghanistan's way before one match was still left in the series. So just your thoughts. What is the mood like in the camp? You know you got the series in the bag, 2-0 coming into the final game. How difficult was it to keep the focus going coming into this third match?
I don't think you need to remind them of the competition or the rivalry between the two countries. So there's always that in the back of the mind. So sometimes actually just being a little bit more relaxed and not easing yourself into the game, but not getting overworked can sometimes benefit you. So we're going to have to play really well. We certainly have the players inside that change room. We're capable of knocking these runs off. So let's hopefully they can come up with the goods and get us another victory 3-0.
Just a quick thought on looking to chase once again. A couple of matches you've had to chase and you've done that successfully. Today, Rashid Khan winning the toss and electing to bowl first. So again, backing your batters in the chase. What's the thought process behind that?
Well, I think when I first came into the job, there was always the thought that Afghanistan always wanted to bat first and then hand the ball over to the bowlers and to win us again. Set, so it's always good to be
responsible, conscious effort by the Afghanistan batters, the way they went about their task. So what's been the input that's come through from the coaching staff that's led to this kind of systematic approach in chasing targets?
Well, I think it's a case of, playing your own natural game, but taking responsibility for the side and making sure you're there. Those are the thought behind batting. Obviously, with bowling, it's on these types of wickets. You just got to hit your lengths and hopefully the batsman makes a mistake. I think which we did a pretty good job today. So hopefully with the bat, we can come up trumps.
Go well today. Thanks for speaking with us, Jonathan.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Yeah, great from Jonathan Trott, coach of the Afghanistan side. That is their equation. 183 runs of 20 overs. At 9.15 runs per over. The chase will be tough. We'll find out whether Afghanistan can clean sweep Pakistan 3-0 after the break.
Well, it's gone well for Pakistan. They were put into bat in this third T20I of the Beloved Network T20I series presented by Bank Al-Falah. And look at that batting card. Saeem Ayub getting 49, narrowly missing out on what would have been a well-deserved half-century, but he fell one short. Again, the 31 by Iftikhar. Got a chance today, made it count, got those runs up at a crucial juncture. 28 for the captain Shadab, who's out hit wicket. 23 for Abdullah as well. Look at the bowling card. Mujib picking up a couple of wickets. A wicket for each and every one of the 6 bowlers that the captain Rashid Khan used in the match today. 13 extras conceded by the Afghan bowlers, which might come back to bite later. Let's take a look at the highlights of the innings. Remember, Rashid Khan won the toss, elected to bowl first, and this is how the first wicket fell. A big shot attempted by Mohammad Haris, and an easy catch in the deep for Usman Ghani. Then came a few lusty blows. Left-hander Saeem Ayub looked in good touch and good nick, but this is how Tayyab Tahir fell. Sharp catch taken by Fareed. The idea was to bat with a straight bat, and Shafiq and Saeem Ayub stitched together a very handy partnership. Took on the spinners as well, played some good shots, but finally Rashid Khan got his man, got Shafiq out bowled for 23. Iftikhar showed what Pakistan have been missing in the middle order. Just one short of a half century. This is how Saeem Ayub fell. Again, a good catch by Mujibur Rahman, and Karim Jannat tasted success. And then he returned the favour, did Karim Jannat, taking this sharp catch of Mujibur Rahman's bowling and said, okay, I'll get you a wicket as well. Good shots, some lusty hitting. As Pakistan batted with intent and purpose. Got those big blows in towards the final overs as well, but this was a catch taken by the captain, Rashid Khan, to get rid of the dangerous looking Iftikhar Ahmed of the bowling of Farooqi. And the captain also bowling as well. Now, with 182 that Pakistan put on the board, Afghanistan have got a stiff target to chase down, 183. It's not going to be an easy task at all for this Afghan side, who've chased down targets twice in this series. Rahmanullah Gurbaz, the 21-year-old wicketkeeper batsman, will be opening the innings, and a lot rests on his shoulders, as of course will rest on this youngster's shoulders as well. The debutant Sadiqullah Atal has come through the under-19 ranks. And, he's been given a chance today. Call it baptism by fire, that's what I will. Imad Wasim just bowled that one over yesterday. He's going to start proceedings with the ball for Pakistan. I'm Raman Bhanot, with me in the commentary box, Tino Aweo. Finally, Shadab Khan turning to Imad Wasim.
Yeah, not surprised to see Imad Wasim coming in early, especially with 182 runs on the board. Means that Afghanistan are going to have to get off to a very good start. Pace off the ball, we've seen, has done the trick on these surfaces. So I think that's the way to go.
On the pad line, and first runs on the board for Afghanistan. Rahmanullah Gurbaz opens his account. Gurbaz has played a fair bit of cricket in the PSL against a lot of Pakistan players who are a part of this Pakistan side. Azam Khan and Gurbaz were together in the same team, Islamabad United, in PSL. Shadab Khan, of course, captained that side. Fahim Ashraf also part of that same team. So he's had a fair run in and a fair time spent in the dressing room with a lot of these Pakistan players. But this is going to be interesting to see. Sadiqullah on debut, this youngster. Stiff target to chase down. How does he go about the task here?
He's part of the 2020 under-19 World Cup side for Afghanistan. That was hosted by South Africa, of course.
Good to see Imad Wasim placing that slip fielder in position. wanting to pick up a wicket, wanting to attack the left-hander early on in the very first over. Always helps when you've got runs on the board, and that to 180 plus. Means that right from ball one, the asking rates are stiff for the chasing side. Can't afford to play too many dot deliveries.
And that's the perfect start. Ahmad Wasim got an opportunity to bowl to the young man early, making sure that keeping things nice and tight, putting the pressure on the young man.
Get a single, first runs in T20 internationals for Sadiqullah. That ends the over as well. Afghanistan 2 without loss. Fair bit to say. Neil Johnson, the batting coach of the Afghanistan side, supposed to come out for that mid-innings interview, and he said, hang on, I need to talk to the batters because they've got a stiff target to chase down here, and we've got Jonathan Trott out there in the middle.
Well, dedicated to his job. Neil Johnson, of course, former Zimbabwe international, all-rounder, opened the bowling and the batting in one-day international cricket.
Just trying to remember how many players in international cricket have had that kind of capability to open the bowling with the new ball seam up, and of course open the batting as well. I remember Shane Watson doing that for Australia. There's of course Manoj Prabhakar did that for India as well.
Now, there haven't been too many.
Width on offer. And he's not capitalized on it as the debutant, Sadiqullah. Now there's pressure mounting right from ball one. When you're chasing 180 plus, it means the asking rate's over 9. And when you play 3 or 4 dot deliveries, short ball. Was there an edge? The bowler's interested, the wicketkeeper wasn't. Will they take the review here? The bowler, Zaman Khan, thinks that definitely there was an edge.
Yeah, there was a sound when the ball went through. I'm not sure if that was ball on glove or bat. It was a quick bouncer. Very well bowled.
Well, they've not taken the review. The bowler was interested, the wicketkeeper not so much. And I think the sound that you heard was probably on the pivot. The ultra edge draws a flat line. There's nothing there. I think when he's pivoted, I think the shoulder touching the grill of the helmet, which is what made that sound. Now he's stuck. He's not scoring too many, and that's going to add pressure on Gurbaz because Sadiqullah's faced 8 deliveries for just 1 run.
Well, what Pakistan has done well here is they've realized young, inexperienced man is on strike, and they're bowling as many deliveries as they can to him, keeping him on strike. And as you say, he'll put pressure on himself, put pressure on his partner, Ramanullah Gurbaz.
Release shot coming. No. Just holds back, plays it gently for a single. But now, He's taken the single of the 5th ball of the over. So Gurbaz just gets 1 ball. What does he do here? Does he go for a big shot? Or does he look for a single?
Wow. I think he's just got to play the ball on its merit. I think you can very easily think you need to go for a big shot. It's early on. If you get yourself out, you're the man who's in form, runs yesterday, then you could just start to dig a deeper hole for the team. Still 4 more overs in the power play. Opportunities there still to get boundaries.
What's the bowler thinking? Let's bowl a dot delivery. Get Saddiqullah on strike. Yes, that's what the thought was. A shorter length delivery. But in the end, it's 1. Gurbaz wants to come back for the 2nd. He made his ground. Remember, he was run out yesterday. He wouldn't want history to be repeated here.
I'm sure he has. There's not much excitement from the wicketkeeper or the Pakistan fielders. He's very quick. And any opportunity, you know he's going to want to come back for 2. He's had to run around the bowler, and that's just made the distance for him a little bit longer. Keeper's dropped the ball, so even if he had collected it, made his ground quite comfortably. Gurbaz, 2 overs gone, 5 for none.
Again, struggling to find the gaps here, Saddiqullah. 2 of 10 deliveries now. This is what happened to Gurbaz yesterday, the way he was run out.
Now run.
Again, another single. And you'll just wonder what will be going through his mind. As much as we were talking about being sensible, that required rate's already gone past 10. Just having a look at how he got out yesterday. Monula Gurbaz nowhere near his ground.
Number 1 here, boys.
Quite clearly disapproving of that call from his partner.
I think more disapproving of the fact that he was sent back. Oh, he's taken the aerial route in the slot and dispatched for 6.
Sensible from Gurbaz, gave himself a bit of room. He followed him, Imad, but the length wasn't right. And he's just timed that to perfection. It's gone out the stadium. Ramanullah Gurbaz. Is that the 6th that starts the run flow for Afghanistan?
Is your car parked outside in the parking lot, you know?
No, my car's back in Harare, safe and sound.
Whoever's car's parked outside in the parking lot better have insurance. If Gurbaz's gonna bat like this. Look at that, he's just backed away, given himself room to free the arms, and look at that bat flow. He's got the power, he's got the elevation, and boy, has he got the distance. It seems as if both the batters are batting on different surfaces against different opposition. Gurbaz, 9 of 4 deliveries. Saddiqullah, just 3 of 11. For it again, and we'll get 4.
This time he's gone 2 straight. Ahmad Wasim, he's tried to pull the length back as well because the ball before was too full. Line wrong, length slightly short. Gurbaz helps himself to another boundary. Afghanistan now 16 for no loss.
Cramp the room in the middle stump line, pushed through quicker as well. That previous delivery was over 98 kilometers per hour. That's what happens. You get hit for a 6 and a 4. The bowler's then trying to just get through the remaining deliveries in the over.
Boys, number 1 here, number 1 here.
by far the biggest over in the Afghanistan chase. That'll be wide. Hard receiving, as you're saying now, just bowling flatter and quicker, wanting to get that over done.
That previous delivery was at 100 kilometers per hour plus. This is slower. This is slower comparatively. Just yield a single. So 14 runs off that previous over from Imad Wasim, and Afghanistan 19 without loss. At 14 run overs ensured that Afghanistan pretty much within striking distance of Pakistan. If you look at comparative scores after 3 overs, just 5 behind. Most importantly, they haven't lost a wicket yet, and Gurbaz is looking dangerous. He's beginning to cut loose. Problem for Afghanistan is that Sadiqullah, the debutant, has got a strike rate of just about 33 and thereabouts. He's on strike. Beaten by the change of pace. So is the keeper. Is Scamper by? What's more? No one backing up. That's going to be 5. Added on to the total. 1 plus 4.
Well, what could have been a run out and no runs at all ends up being 5. They are loving that, the Afghan supporters in the stands. You've got a feel for Zaman because it's a good ball. Really should have just been the one. Backing up, not there. And the perfect start to the 4th over.
Gurbaz back on strike. Short, and this one rose quickly. Rattled by the pace and the way it was well directed by Zaman.
That skidded onto him. Again, a good bouncer from Zaman. We saw one to Sadiqullah in the previous over. That's got onto him very quickly. Top of the bat. It's gone nowhere. But again, the good running between these two allows them to come back for 2.
Nice room does Gurbaz. Cut out that room. Then life becomes a little more difficult. He's a little upset. Could have played a little straighter. That's what he was thinking.
Yep, definitely. Could have gone a bit straighter or slightly squarer, wide of the fielder at mid-off. That's why that gesture, realizing he could have got a boundary.
It's a relaxed looking Afghan dressing room. Captain Rashid Khan not too perturbed. A target of 183 they've got to chase down today. It's going to be a stiff ask, but they've chased successfully twice in this series. They've chased down targets and backing themselves here. Jonathan Trott said that it looked like a good batting surface. Man's got a role to play, but they've got to chase this target. Short. 2 boundary riders there on the leg side. Gurbaz wanted to. Sadiqullah not responding to that call.
I think Gurbaz has just got to realize that maybe the rest of the batters in the team don't quite run as quickly as he does. We saw this yesterday as well. It's good that he runs so well and he wants to, but he's got to remember that there's 2 of them in the middle.
The initial reaction was, let's get 2, and then realization kicking in, acknowledging his partner's call. Current run rate 7.36. Oh, he's struggling. Sadikulla is struggling to pick the change of pace. He's struggling to pick the times when Zaman's rolled his fingers over the seam on the shorter ball. You know, and the key is here, when you've got a bowler who can bowl 140 plus or 145 and thereabouts. And then when he bowls a 124, 125 kilometers per hour delivery, that change of pace can rattle the best. Has he got hold of it? Yes, it's gone for 6. I dare say not the most convincing shot, but nonetheless it's 6.
Yeah, ended up getting enough on it. And getting the 6 to close off the 4th over. Afghanistan are getting moving now. It's 33 for none.
...14 runs off that previous... a lot of times the pressure builds up. When you've conceded 5 of byes thanks to an overthrow, demoralizes the bowler as well. 2 overs remaining in the power play. Suddenly, they've got the momentum going of Afghanistan in this run chase. Ehsanullah being brought on. Greeted with that very confident looking shot from Gurbaz.
He loves pace on the ball, doesn't he? Especially if they go into that arc where you can go up and over the onside. This is the 6th of the last ball of the last over. As you said, not convincing. When he hit it, I thought it was probably going straight down the fielder's throat, but got enough on it. And in the end, cleared the boundary by a good 20 plus meters. So Afghanistan will be hoping that's the shackles that he's released. Now he can just start to play with a little bit more confidence.
First 6 of his T20 international career for Sadikulla. He'd be saying, okay, 1 under my belt. Nothing shot there really. No movement of the feet, just wanting to run the ball down towards third man.
Tentative. It's very tentative. I'm really seeing him being nice and confident, free-flowing, getting the feet moving.
Ehsanullah picked up a wicket of his very first delivery in T20 internationals. Got 2 wickets in that over without conceding a run. Remember those first 2 wickets that he got in the first T20I, and look at the length that he's bowled up. The white dots were the wicket-taking deliveries, and they were short. He's got the pace to rattle the batsman. Even that previous delivery, 130, but the one before that was over 147 kilometers per hour. The last but one delivery.
He's got the build for a typical fast bowler, doesn't he? Long levers. Tall, releases the ball from very high point.
But they always say the quicker it comes, the quicker it goes if it's not well directed. Pace! Pace! And the Archer celebration from Ehsanullah. Says, what's the big deal?
Now we're talking about his wickets in the series so far, all coming with the short balls. This time he's looking for the Yorker. It ends up being a low full toss when Ramanullah Gurbaz fails to get bat and ball, and that crashes through the stumps. He's absolutely enjoyed that. The first Afghanistan wicket falls. And it's the danger man, Ramanullah Gurbaz. Gone for 18, Afghanistan 35 for 1.
Ibrahim Zadran walks out into the middle. He's seen a change in his batting order. 21-year-old, best of 64, not out. A couple of half centuries in his T20I career. Average just under 30, which is healthy in the T20 format. Clipped off his pads, but not in the gap. Now got a job on his hands. But the reason why he's here is because this happened. Ramanullah Gurbaz. Now just look at the bat. Even before the bats come down, I think the ball, Tino, was past the bat. And again, in line with the stumps, made too much room for himself.
And that was the problem. Expecting the ball probably to be a little bit straighter into his arc. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
That look, those eyes, they said it all. He'll get the single, he'll get the single. Ibrahim Zadran, he'll get off the mark with that. A wicket taking over comes to an end for Ihsanullah. It's 36 for 1. Now look, the pace. Even before the bat is actually down into the shot, the ball's gone past him. Now look at the eyes. Look at the eyes. Oh, they say it all. And then the reaction. What's the big deal? I can do this any day, any time. And look at the batsman's reaction as well. Contrasting emotions there. Oh, Gurbaz disappointed. But that's how the first wicket fell.
Oh, what a start once again from Ihsanullah. He has really impressed everybody. With his first experience of international cricket. Bowled with venom. It's not all about brawn when it comes to Ihsanullah's bowling. Brains are involved as well. And Mohammad Wasim is operating. He's bowling his first spell, first over.
Afghanistan has played 3 different opening pairs in 3 matches. The common factor has been Ramanullah Gurbaz, but he's got Ghani, he's got Siddiqullah today, Ibrahim in the first one. Trying different things. You can afford to do that when you're 2 up in the series.
They're really searching for somebody who could complement Gurbaz. Gurbaz's style of batting. He's an explosive batsman up the order. They need somebody who could actually keep on feeding him with the strike. It's a huge opportunity for the youngster who's making his debut. Siddiqullah has looked impressive. Looks a very well organized player.
So let's just ask you and try to put it in a nutshell. What has really been the reason for 182 today? Pakistan 92 for 9 in the first, then 130. You always feel they're short. Have they understood the surface now after 2 games, or is it better implementation, better wicket today?
Better wicket? and better approach by the Pakistani batsman. Huge shot, huge shot. Was the bat involved?
Just got a feeling there was bat. Was it before the ball? Don't know, but there was a loud sound there. If you're so sure, then you go upstairs trying to convince him. I think Shadab feels is going down, and he's gone upstairs now. He's been convinced.
TVM Party Director. TVM Party Director, we have player review for LBW, original decision not out, and I check it's a fair delivery. Can we go with the front on camera, please? It's ball close to the bat. Can we go with the ultra edge? Ultra edge is loading now. Ultra edge. Guys, ultra edge is loading. Ultra edge is loading. Can you go back again? Can you rock and roll again? It's a flat line when ball passes to the bat. No bat involved. Can you go with the ball tracking, please? Pitching in line, impact in line, wicket hitting. Pucked in. I recommend you to change your decision. You are on screen now.
That was a good referral by the Pakistani captain. And for his effort, his bowler has been rewarded. And the team have gotten rid of Sadiqullah Atal, who was making his debut. He's out for 11. It's 37 for 2.
Usman Ghani coming down the order. He's opened in the second T20 international here in this series. He's going to join his partner out there, Ibrahim Zadran. Second wicket falls. Naked eye for a moment. He thought probably going down the leg or maybe a bit of bat involved, but it was a good referral. I think Wasim Jr. was pretty sure that he's got his man, and he was able to convince his captain. Taking referrals is also an art now. A lot is involved with the keeper. That's a good ball, nice carry. First up.
Well, it's definitely a better option, Mohammad Wasim. When you're playing on a pitch which doesn't offer a lot of bounce. He doesn't have a high arm action. He's kind of a slinger. And he bowls well. He looks potent where the ball is not bouncing a lot. And he has prevailed in his first over, dismissed the left-handed batsman.
No, that's going down. That's for sure going down. And that's the end of power play. It's 37 for 2. End of the power play, the official signal from the umpire. Still 146 required of the remaining 84. It's all gettable here. We've seen 2 chases in the first 2 games. Pakistan have got too many options available. They look similar to each other. Talk about spin, then you've got a spin option, off spin from Iftikhar. Of course, Imad wasn't bowled the full overs yesterday. Captain himself can bowl. Then you talk about the fast bowlers who can bat a bit. Must have been a tough call between Naseem and Wasim Jr.
Catch it.
He got that outside edge. Plenty to play around with for the captain, and it's a good problem to have.
When you have plenty of options, it can be a headache for the captains.
One.
At times you feel impelled to have somebody bowling. Because you know in Pakistan, if you don't bowl somebody, there are always questions asked.
Call is the catch it, and this should be out. That's a good catch. Nawaz is a good fielder. Now, is he claiming it or not? They're all celebrating out there. Nawaz seemed like he's sure he's got fingers underneath that.
That was a tremendous take. Yeah, he's a live wire in the field. Mohammad Nawaz, Googly. The idea from the batsman was good, but not the execution. But the execution of that catch was absolutely brilliant. And he has struck in the first over. Captain of the Pakistani team, Shadab, the leg spinner. It's Usman Ibrahim Zadran who's walking back after scoring 3. It's 39 for 3.
Man with the same head on his shoulders. He's won them 2 chases, batted brilliantly. You know, those scores which are not too many or not too less, that can be tricky at times, and he showed a lot of experience out there. Another job on hand. Different day. 144 required. Straight away. Gets off the mark.
And that was Shadab Khan's 99th wicket in T20Is. Definitely a very well judged catch from Mohammad Nawaz.
Oh, what's happening? Nabi was not interested, was just looking at the ball. His partner is more than halfway down. Everything is okay now. 7 gone, 41 for 3. For 3. That last wicket, you just feel that he didn't. I thought he should have cleared. He played with the spin. The idea was right. He read it right. He just couldn't get that distance going. Wasim Jr. will be now in his second over. He's got a wicket and just that one run in that previous over. Two wickets that have fallen against fast bowlers have been fuller deliveries. One almost like a low full toss. The other one, Yorker, has worked. So important in every format, of course, but especially in this one, to have variations, to work out what's required as a bowling unit on a certain surface. Just can't become predictable as a bowler.
The Pakistani bowling unit looked more confident in this game as opposed to the previous couple of outings. Looked more determined, more assured. Bowled the right lines and lengths and been rewarded with these 3 wickets. First up, that was a pacey full toss from Ahsanullah. And then a fuller delivery from Mohammad Wasim to get rid of the debutant.
And that's the catch from Nawaz to get rid of Ibrahim. That's a good rare short ball. So important. It's a very important weapon in a fast bowler's armory as long as it's well directed. You always talk about short balls, but you've got to have a purpose to it. What are you trying to do with those couple of short balls? You're looking at pushing the batter into the crease, deep into the crease, and then bowl a fuller one. So many things. And then the field positions that you have. You've got a deep square leg, you've got a wide-ish deep fine leg in position. And now another man being pushed back to deep mid-wicket. And fine leg is coming in. That's your field now. Yeah, he chips that. He's got hold of it because the man in the deep is at a 75 marker. But had he been on the rope, that would have been in his lap.
He bowled that one according to the field, but unfortunately the fielder wasn't placed at the boundary line, hence a boundary. Lucky escape for the batter.
Yeah, one bounce, and that's Saim Ayub there. He's just between the 30-yard circle and the boundary. I'm pretty sure that's not his choice. He's been asked to do that. He's still not at the rope.
But it was a brave hit from Ghani, Usman Ghani. He's bowling with fire, isn't he? Mohammad Wasim looking to prove a point here. He's matching the ambience created by Ahsanullah.
Pulls this one. That's a good shot. He'll find a fielder, but he's played it on the front foot. That's nicely done. Just a single to end the over. It's 48 for 3.
For the first time in this series, a Afghan team has been challenged by the Pakistani fast bowlers.
You just mentioned about how Wasim Jr. is putting in that extra effort. Single there. Just brings the thought to my mind that I feel there's no such thing as dead rubber, because always something or the other at stake. Afghanistan wants to whitewash, Pakistan wants to avoid that. Then you talk about Iftikhar wanting to make an impact, Wasim Jr. wanting to make an impact. I'm sure Siddiqullah, who got his first opportunity, something for him.
It's an international game. Sikandar.
Yeah, I mean, you lose a series 2-0, but you surely don't want a whitewash against your name. So, and even the captain of Pakistan has something to prove. He wants to win a game.
Goes in the record books. The fight is on. Like you mentioned, Afghanistan would love to whitewash this series, and the Pakistan team playing for their pride, working hard to win this one.
And I like what Rashid said at the time of the toss. He says this is the most important game for us out of the two, because we want to have a clean sweep, plus also looking at the future for the World Cup and get the best 11, the youngsters involved.
Somehow he looked nervous at the toss. That surprised me. Our captain, who has won the series, comes for the third game where he has a chance to whitewash against Pakistan. Looked nervous. The body language wasn't there.
Suddenly when you start winning consistently, expectations rise. That should be a wide, yeah. When expectation comes, then the pressure starts mounting up. They started the series with not really much expectation. Yes, they will give a fight for sure. Catch it, but no, it'll be far away from the fielder there. Abdullah Shafiq picks up, and two more. That finishes off 9 overs, 55 for 3. Again, coming back to sides playing each other frequently, and then there are sides who hardly come and have a clash with each other, and then that's the testing time for individuals who have expectations on their shoulders. I mean, you would be probably facing the #1 fast bowler many a times in a year, but you come up with a side you don't know much about. It takes some time to just learn through what they're offering you as a batter, maybe. That's why the shortest format is the way to go for the sides that are looking for a win. You must be having quite a few memories of this ground. 245 ODIs here. I still remember you coming out opening, and I could see a reflection of you in the afternoon in that pitch. The shine, I've never seen that anywhere in the world. You actually see the batter right through.
Yep, good old days.
Oh yes, he made room to play it over extra, but then found the bowler following him. He's thrown it out as the ground. Mid-wicket is the way to go.
After the first delivery, he deciphered what the left-arm spinner is looking to do. The first delivery he bowled with the arm, and that's why he backed away from the stump. A bit of flight on that occasion. Tried to follow the batsman, but he was in a good position to tonk the ball towards mid-wicket for the maximum.
Yeah, we'll need a change of ball. That's gone onto the street. It's not coming back. But yes, good improvisation. He's just looking to play it over extra and saw that ball coming. And you're right, he was in such a good position, left leg out of the way, open stance, and he just smacked it. Time and again we see the bowler follows the batter. Had he bowled it wide outside off, he would have missed it. just so happens you feel it's just there, it's programmed there this time. Didn't quite get hold of it.
One thing, Mohammad Nabi is quite assured with that. Nawaz is not going to get any turn. That's why he's aiming the onside. He's working those angles created by the left armour.
This is smartly done again. Use of wrists to whip it for a couple. Men are deep on the onside.
Once again, Mohammad Nabi has came out with a purpose and looks very determined once again. This game is far from over. Yes, Pakistan is way ahead in this game at this juncture of the game. Once again, pulled it very hard, but straight to the fielder. Only a single. Coming back to the point you made, at times you don't have to follow the batsman. He's better off pitching the ball outside the off stump. He's got the protection at extra cover. He has to change the approach. Nawaz, better delivery to end the over. Halfway through, it's 66 for 3.
.66 on the board. They lost 3 wickets, Afghanistan, at the halfway stage of this run chase. Lots of work to be done. But let's talk about some sights and sounds of Afghanistan. Bakhtiar province with the snow-capped mountains and the impressive mountain terrain. Sight to behold. And then, of course, the Mazar-e-Sharif, the city of shrines. And you could get lost in the beauty, the Bamia, the Valley of Gods. Absolutely mesmerizing. Back to the run chase. 66 on the board, and compare that with what Pakistan had managed in the first 10 overs when they were batting. They got 87 and managed to add almost about 95 to that to get that 182 on the board. So Afghanistan really do need to bat better than what Pakistan did in the back end of the innings. I'm Raman Banot with me, Tino Mueo in the hot seat.
Nicely done. Mohammad Nabi. Not quite as hot up here as it is out in the middle. We're going to need a few more of those boundaries. This man has done it so many times for Afghanistan. From so many different precarious positions. As long as he's in the middle, Afghanistan will feel that they've got a chance.
It's just how he picks the spot in the field. Fine leg was up, he knew what he was doing. Once he's played that boundary, fine leg's back at the fence now. So he backs away, creates room for himself, hits it down the ground. And he's coming back for the second, but has he made his ground? I don't think so. The wicket keeper doesn't think so as well. The Pakistan team don't think so. They're celebrating, and Nabi will have to go back.
Fire review for run out.
Disappointment. I actually
the best side angle.
Didn't think I would see him coming back for the second.
Yeah, ball select for the keeper. I make my decision. It is coming on the big screen.
He's out by a mile. Out by a mile. Mohammad Nabi, that's a big blow. Good pick up and throw by Tayyab from the boundary. And they've got the job done. 71 for 4. Nabi run out for 17. Najibullah Zadran walks out in the middle, the left-hander, to replace Mohammad Nabi. 30-year-old's got 8 half-centuries in T20I's healthy strike rate of 140 plus. Very good average for T20s, over 32. Gets greeted by that short ball. As Ehsanullah says, welcome.
Well, this doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. Najibullah Zadran had no idea about that. Now, I think that grill's gone and cuts him. I think I see a bit of blood there. Yeah, that is a nasty delivery first up.
Concern on Umar Gul's face as well as the faces of the Pakistan players. Short delivery, yes, hit the grill. I think it's the grill. There, that's the contact. Skitty, and quick. It's a nasty blow to cop off the very first ball that you come out and face.
Yeah, that's not good. It's risen from not that bad a length. What he's done is he's taken his eye off the ball. That hasn't helped. Karim Jannat, the man who will replace Najibullah Zadran. Not the most ideal time to walk out into the middle after seeing your counterpart receive a delivery like that first up.
Oh yes, and he's gone off the field tired, has Najibullah. And the two batters who took Afghanistan home in the run chase yesterday and 3 days ago, Nabi and Najibullah, are both back in the hut. So someone else is going to really have to raise their hand and do the job here. Karim Jannat had a good series against the UAE. A couple of half centuries in that series, which Afghanistan won 2-1. Had a couple of Player of the Match awards as well. Now he's a handy bat, but these are not ideal situations for Afghanistan. Again short off the glove and taken by the keeper. The pace of Ehsanullah troubling the Afghanistan batsman.
Wow, this man is fired up. It's quick, it's short, it's given Karim Jannat no time whatsoever to execute the pull shot. That is an absolute beaut first up. He's enjoyed that. Lovely to see young, fast, aggressive bowling. Karim Jannat, just the one ball, goes for naught at 71 for 5.
The captain's walked out into the middle, and I have to say, I don't think he was absolutely ready. Didn't expect to come out to bat so quickly. Another short ball. Ehsanullah testing the batsman with pace and bounce. Rashid just ducking under that one. Called the one for the over finally by the umpire.
145 clicks to the hour. This is the previous ball that dismissed Karim Jannat. Yeah, the Pakistan fans in the crowd finally have something to cheer about in the series. Right smile from Karim Jannat, accepting that Ehsanullah's got one over him.
Pitches it up, just hoping that the batsman will be tentative on that front foot drive. Clever bowling, and very, very good over that's come to an end. 6 off it, 72 for 5. Losing their way in this run chase, Afghanistan. It just seems that was a game-changing over from Ehsanullah. The previous one, Nabi run out, then Najibullah retired hurt, and then Karim Jannat out first ball.
This was Najibullah walking out into the middle. It's actually ricocheted off that right hand and gone under the grill. In the air, catch, it's the call. There's a man back, and it's the 100th wicket for Sharab Khan in T20 internationals. He becomes the first in Pakistan colours to do so.
And the Afghanistan innings just seems to be imploding. Going for the big shot, Osman Ghani. Not getting the distance, holding out to Abdullah, who takes the catch at long off. And delight for the Pakistan captain, Shadab Khan. 100 wickets in T20Is for him. Moment to celebrate, but Osman Ghani's gone for 15. Afghanistan 73 for 6. He's on more for his bowling than his batting, Mujibur Rahman. He's stepped out into the middle now. And Shadab Khan would now be eyeing wicket 101. First men's cricketer from Pakistan to take 100 wickets in T20Is. And this is the 100th scalp. Ghani caught in the deep, a simple catch. And that could be 101. It will be wicket number 101 for Shadab Khan. Mujib out leg before. Are they going to go for the review here? Afghanistan taken the review.
TV umpire to director, we have review for LBW, original decision out. And it's a fair delivery. Can you go with the front on camera, please? Ball close to the bat. Ball close to the bat. Can we go with the ultra edge, please? It's flat line when ball passes to the bat. It's a flat line. I certify no bat in ball. Can you go with the ball tracking, please? Ball tracking is loading, guys. Ball tracking is loading. Ball tracking is loading, guys. Pitching in line, impact in line, wicket hitting. I recommend you to stay with your original decision out. Akhtin, you are on the screen now.
Review taken and review lost by Afghanistan. And Mujib goes back to the dressing room, out without scoring. Afghanistan 73 for 7 now. Farid walks out into the middle. And how this innings has absolutely imploded. Missing the leg stump. They were 70 for 3, Afghanistan. And this is how Mujib got out.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was too interested in sticking around. Mujibur Rahman.
Two wickets in that over for Shadab Khan. It's 73 for 7. Troubled the Afghanistan batsman with pace. Ehsanullah. It was a game-changing over. His previous one. Nabi run out in that over. Najibullah Zadran retiring hurt in that over. Then he got Karim Janat out. Had him in trouble with the very first ball.
Yeah, outstanding. That 11th over really just ripped the heart out of the middle order. The Afghanistan side. Just prior to that, we were talking about if Mohammad Nabi's in the middle, there's still an opportunity with Najibullah Zadran to come too. Down the ground. He struck that very well. He's waiting for that short ball. That's what made him dispatch that with a little bit more ease than we've seen the rest of the Afghanistan players play that short ball from Ehsanullah.
Down the ground with the fielder at long on, a little wider. Managed to get 4. First boundary of this innings for Rashid Khan. Well, this time whipped away towards deep square for another single. In fact, has he taken that run? No, he hasn't. He says, okay, I'm going to be on strike. Remember Rashid Khan's heroics in that match against Australia in the World Cup, where they just fell short by 4 runs in that match. He got 48 not out in that innings, did Rashid Khan. Struck some lusty blows, 48 of just 23 balls. 3 boundaries and 4 sixes in that innings. Almost took Afghanistan home in that chase against Australia.
He's made himself into a genuine all-rounder, Rashid Khan. We know his expertise with ball in hand, but contributes with the bat now as well. Let's take a look at this previous over from Ehsanullah. First ball put away for 4 comfortably by Mohammad Nabi. Now, this is where he thought he'd be able to get back for 2. He's actually jogged that first run. Had he been a little bit quicker, that first single, he probably would have got back. Now, this is the short ball. First up to Najibullah. The next one got the wicket of Karim Janat. Then just the single to end the over. Rashid Khan looking to play the pull shot. Ehsanullah is really turning it up. 139.5 k's an hour, that last delivery.
Awkward. He got bat on ball. Now, with Najibullah Zadran injured and retiring hurt, there could be a concussion substitute that Afghanistan might take, because he was hit on the jaw, was Najibullah Zadran, when he retired. They take the concussion sub. Oh, awkwardly played, but for 4 by Rashid Khan. There was pace, there was bounce for Ehsanullah, but in the end it's just resulted in runs.
Yeah, the result is good. And that's what Rashid Khan and Afghanistan will worry about. And it's gone very high. Would have been called wide. Had he not got bat on that. On just the 1 bounce into the boundary.
Like literally just swatted away for 4 by Rashid Khan. Gets into double digits, does the Afghanistan captain. Change of angle. Change of angle. Cramping Rashid for room. And that's a painful blow to cop. You can smile about it, but it's more of a wry smile, concealing the pain.
82 for 7.
Shadab Khan starting his fourth over. He's picked up 3 wickets in this match. Gone past 100 wickets in T20Is. The first men's cricketer from Pakistan to have achieved that feat. Of course, in women's cricket for Pakistan, Nida Dar, the off-spinner, 126 wickets for her in T20Is. But in men's cricket, Pakistan, take about Shadab Khan.
An outstanding performer. Shadab Khan over an extended period. Down the ground. Doesn't get the connection that he was looking for, so it'll just be the single.
Come back to the point I was making in the previous over, Tino. Afghanistan can use the concussion sub because Najibullah Zadran's injured. I wonder he's going to come out and bat again in this match. And if they look that way, they do have a couple of options on the bench, Gulbadin Naib being one of them. Well, I believe news trickling in that he's been struck on the neck, not the head. So they might not get that concussion sub in the end. Meanwhile, 14 overs gone, 83 for 7. Well, 15th over underway, 83 for 7. Afghanistan is falling behind in this run chase. 100 to win of just 35 deliveries. The asking rates climbed over 17. Getting more difficult with each and every passing dot delivery.
Yeah, it's 100 needed off 35 balls now. Acquired rate up above 17. All throughout the innings, really, Afghanistan being behind the 4 ball.
Four. Streaky, but 4 nonetheless for Farid.
He's gone for the short ball again. He's given himself a bit of room for it. Got the top edge. He's got the 4. That's what matters. Not so much how he's got it.
Impressive is the battery of fast bowlers that Pakistan are able to produce with such recurring regularity. There's no Shaheen Shafiri, no Haris Rauf. Ehsanullah says, no worries. Another wicket goes down. Wasim Jr. takes the catch, and Farid's brief stay at the crease has been brought to an end by Ehsanullah.
That's the short ball again that does the trick. Been the short ball that's done the trick throughout the series for Ehsanullah.
The length that he's bowled to pick up those wickets. Short, quick, well-directed bouncers. Done the trick. It's impressive how Pakistan were able to produce quality fast bowlers. Remember, he had 22 wickets in the recently concluded PSL. Ehsanullah ends the over with a dot delivery. 15 gone. It's 94 for 8.
Love Network T20 series presented by Bank Al Falah. It is Afghanistan hosting Pakistan here in the UAE, live from the Sharjah Cricket Stadium, a venue that has hosted so many incredible games of cricket for so many years now. More T20 internationals, more one-day internationals than any other venue.
News from the centre. Pakistan captain Shadab Khan has won the toss and decided to bat first.
Yeah, not surprisingly either. When you look at these two sides, plenty of familiar faces, some new faces which we'll talk about throughout the night, and plenty in that Afghanistan side as well. Rashid Khan leading the Afghanistan side, Shadab Khan leading Pakistan in this three-match series. It's the B-Love Network T20 series presented by Bank Al Falah. Good over so far. Well, it goes this time. There is protection out at square leg, but I don't think he'll catch it. It's the bigger boundary, but ends the over with a 4. Oh, short side. And that is the first 6 in international cricket, the first of many perhaps.
It was a quiet over for the Pakistani batters, but this last delivery changed everything.
Swing this time, but onto the middle of the bat of Mohammad Harris. That will feel better as he whips that away through mid-wicket for 4. Gives himself room and carves it away, but he won't get it far enough. Should be taken, is taken. Azmatullah with a very good catch running back, and Fazil Haq Farooqi has made the first breakthrough for Afghanistan.
Yeah, the left-arm fast bowler Farooqi got penalised for bringing the ball back into the right-handed batsman Harris, but realised the better option is to move the ball away. This time around, shorten the length ever so slightly and move the ball away. Hence, sliced the ball into the air, Mohammad Harris, and it was a very well-judged catch to get rid of Mohammad Harris, who's walking back. After contributing 6 from 11 deliveries, it's 17 for 1.
Lovely pull shot, short side again. That is lovely control from Samoog. That's close, very close. I don't think he's hit it. I don't think he's hit it, and it's hitting the top of the stumps for mine. Umpire concurs.
Now, once again, playing from the crease of the Shafiq. There was no intent whether to go on the front foot or play off the back foot. He has referred it.
Pitching offside, impact in line, umpire call. Bismillah, stay with your original decision. You are on the screen now.
Good start for both umpires. That is a very good decision. Pakistan will keep that review because it was clipping the top of the stumps. But Abdullah Shafiq goes for his 3rd duck in a row in T20s. You've got to go back to 2020 for the other 2, but it's 22 for 2.
What an amazing shot. A boundary that will give him a lot of confidence. Tayyip Tahir riding on that. Nicely picked up. There's a fielder there, but he'll clear that easily. 1 bounce to square leg. Once again, finds the gap on the offside now. His real good work on debut, shining and looking $1 million. Oh, he's just exposed this time. That's a shot he loves, but this time he's failed to pick it up. Right through Naveen, and Pakistan lose their 3rd just around the verge of the end of the power play.
Well, would you believe it? There was no need for that, I don't think. I think Pakistan were just consolidating. Just looking to pick up what they can. Unfortunately, young man Saim manages to just chop that ball onto the stumps to a very delighted Naveen-ul Haq. As Saim Ayub departs for 17, Pakistan 39 for 3.
soft dismissal there. Tayyip Tahir, first up, captain strikes. Pakistan now staring down the barrel with 4 back in the dugout.
Well, well, well. It's Afghanistan all over Pakistan at the moment. That is a huge wicket, one feels. Tayyip, young man, looked in really good form. Unfortunately, Rashid Khan has struck with his first delivery. That's why this man is an absolute genius. As Tayyip Tahir departs for 16, Pakistan 39 for 4.
Oh, come on. This is not happening. Another soft dismissal, too much bottom hand on that. He was trying to play it defensively and he's just handed it over to mid-wicket.
Well, well, well. 41 for 5. Azam Khan departs for a 0. Much to the delight of the Afghanistan fans. This place is really going crazy. It was definitely the other one, probably just held a little bit. The wicket turns his wrist a little bit too soon, Azam Khan. Gulbadin does the rest, much to the joy of Mujib. Well, Azam Khan departs for a naught. Pakistan 41 for 5.
That's it! Could this be another wicket? It will be! That's a great catch in the outfield. Brilliant catch by Omar Zai. And Mujib gets another one.
What a catch. What a catch from Omar Zai. Judged it to perfection, and the slide at the last moment made it prettier. And it's a huge wicket. Captain of Pakistan, Shadab Khan, has been dismissed. Tried to create a bit of room to be able to hit the ball into the gap. Wasn't able to middle it, finding the fielder and the joy as opposed to despair. It's 60 for 6.
That will be close. Yes, the umpire says that is out. Concurs with the bowler's appeal. Will they go for a review here? Will Pakistan? Yes, the review's been taken.
Pitching in line, impact outside off. Wicket missing. Paktin. You can change your decision.
What a good review to take for Pakistan at a very crucial juncture.
Now with the naked eye, it looked out. That's in the air, taken. Another soft dismissal, this time around. It's Naeem Ashraf.
Big wicket. And just as I read the bowling card before the start of this over, I said Mohammad Nabi is the only bowler who hasn't picked up a wicket so far. He comes up with one. They were just stopping a little, talking up a little more than what Ashraf was expecting it to. And it's a dolly of a catch for Rashid Khan. He takes it with glee, and why not? Another wicket goes down. 65 for 7, Pakistan. The innings is tottering. And Ashraf, he's gone for 2.
65 for 7.
Played slightly better. This is Turner. I think he's hit his own stumps here. Has Naseem Shah. And that will go down to Mohammad Nabi. And it is out, hit wicket.
Well, a bit of a gift, that, really. I don't think he can quite believe what's happened. Well, they're very much happy to see the back of him. I think Nabi firing it in because he knew Naseem Shah was looking only one thing. And there you go. Swings himself off his feet and knocks the bails down in the process. As Pakistan lose their 8th wicket, Naseem Shah departs for 2. As Pakistan are 71 for 8.
easy for Zaman. Oh, who said? Straight down the ground for 6. Saves Pakistan's worst ever score in T20 cricket.
Well, it was in the slot, and Zaman has obliged. Thank you very much. We'll have 6 of those. Rashid Khan does, however, this could be the end of Imad Wasim, and it's not! Would you believe it? Young Farooqi has dropped an absolute sitter.
Oh my word. My word, Fazilhaq Farooqi just wants a hole in the ground at the moment. Good wrong and floated a bit higher. Imad took the bait. Bowled in. It's been a brilliant over from Farooqi, and he's picked up the last chance perhaps that Pakistan had of posting some sort of total.
Yeah, Farooqi very pleased with himself. He knew he messed up by dropping that catch in that last over. Knew it was Imad Wasim, the dangerous Imad Wasim. Well, he has sent him back to the pavilion. Very, very good bowling there by Farooqi. Picks up his 2nd wicket. Wasim departs for 18, and Pakistan 80 for 9.
Oh, how's that missed? They'll go again. Run out chance at the bowlers. Oh my goodness. They don't want to get these 2 out. They do not want to get them out at the moment.
Have a look here. I think, yeah, the batsman is home.
Batsman well inside the crease.
Another single for Pakistan.
Well inside the crease.
So
it's not out.
I believe it's the final.
Yeah, I make my decision.
Delivery.
It's not out.
The decision being not out. So 1 ball left in the Pakistan innings. 91 runs, and young Ihsan Ullah is on strike.
Last ball goes through to the keeper, and another chance for a run out. Do they want it this time or not? Well, I think he's all right. I think he might have been safe again, has he or not? Decided to run it in this time, did Farooqi. Didn't want to throw it. Listen into the 3rd umpire again.
Well, this will be interesting. Had the option to throw it, decided to carry the ball, and would you believe it?
It's well inside the crease.
Picked up yet another single.
I make my decision.
Pakistan,
it's not out.
As they finish the innings on 92 for the loss of 9 wickets at the end of 20 overs.
So the situation for Afghanistan to beat Pakistan for the first time in a T20 international. They need 93 runs off 20 overs. 4.65 is the required rate. It may not be easy, so stay with us. Be back with their chase after a short break.
Now, 93 to get in this run chase. The first ball off the chase. Straight away, bounce and carry for Naseem Shah.